Hey guys, welcome to a chit chat about my December reads and my January TBR. I just want to say off the bat that December was just kind of a meh reading month for me. I don't know. I just didn't like overly love anything except maybe one book, which we'll talk about. Let's start. The first book I read in December was for my book club, and that was The Most Wonderful Crime of the Year. I thought this was cute, liked the concept. I love the board game Clue, so this was really fun for me. I wish that the story had focused more on that and less on the romance, because to me the romance was a little cringy, and like, was it sweetheart that he kept calling her? That's like an ick to me. I don't like that, so stop it. But I did like this book and ended up giving it 4 stars. Then I read Bright Lights, Big Christmas, Mary Kay Andrews. This was cute. Again, liked the concept, liked the plot. Did not care for the male main character and the development of that relationship. I just feel like they kind of, like, that was what happened. And there wasn't really any, like, getting to know each other. It just kind of boom. And he was trying to get in her pants, like, immediately. The best character of the whole book was his son. The way this ended, pretty predictable based on the story. So, yeah, this was cute. You know, good old Christmas tree farm type of book. Definitely not a movie. Then I read Evergreen Chase, which is the Shady Hollow novella. This was really cute. I liked the Halloween one more, Phantom Pond, but this was really fun and gave me my Shady Hollow fix since I'm not going to get any more of that. Then we get into a couple of did not finishes in a row. And first one, I said I was excited about last month. A Merry Little Meet Cute. This book was terrible. Awful. They literally could not get half a page without something spicy, which is fine, but it was just like, I don't know, it was almost like gross. I just did not like this at all. I think I made it 100 pages, and I was like, why am I doing this to myself? I don't like it. I don't like it. Next, DNF'd The Christmas Catch. Okay, here's the thing. This is not, nowhere does it mention that this is a Christian romance, which, fine. I'm a Christian. I don't have a problem with that. Even on the back, fiction, romance, holiday. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Nowhere does it say Christian. Nowhere. Which, again, I'm a Christian. I don't care. That's fine. I don't have a problem with Christian fiction, romance, whatever. But I feel like it can hit a point where it's performative, and I don't like that. So I did not finish this book. I could not get into it. I don't even think I made it 40 pages. So that one's a no for me. Next, I loved this one. I read The Merriest Misters by Timothy Janowski. Absolutely adored this book. Again, a different, like a fun plot, and the ending wasn't what I was expecting. It was unconventional, which I actually really liked, from a reading perspective, from just a personal perspective. I loved the ending of this book and thought it was really cool and different. I actually really liked Timothy Janowski. I read also You're a Mean One, Matthew Prince, and really liked this as well. These were both so cute. And so I'm going to read more Timothy Janowski because, yeah, I really enjoyed these. I probably liked The Merriest Misters more than this one. But again, this was a really like fun read. And I think I read both of these pretty quickly because I liked them so much. Next, we have kind of the obvious or maybe I don't know, not stereotypical, but it's like a popular Christmas book. Love Light Farms, B.K. Borison. I liked this, but oh my God, if these people would just communicate, we wouldn't even have a book. And that kind of thing, I don't like that in my books. I know miscommunication's like a thing, but I don't think it's mine. That being said, I did give this book 4 stars. I did like it, but I also thought it was really long. It was over 300 pages, 304 pages, and I feel like that's unnecessary. But yeah, I mean, cute. Okay, then I read A Novel Christmas by, I think you say this, Charity Shane. I'm not sure. But I thought that I was going to really like this book when I first started it. And then the more I got into it, I don't know. There was just something about this book that I did not like. And I don't, first off, during one of the spicy scenes, there were some very weird like names and references that I did not enjoy at all. It made me very uncomfortable. But the setting was cute. It was maybe a little clunky. But yeah, I don't know. It was fine. I gave this one 3 stars, but yeah, this was another like Insta-lust, which I guess that's not my thing either. Last thing I read was one I was most excited about, and then I have a book that I listened to as well, but I read Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal, which is the Kringletown Christmas books. I loved How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. I did not like this one. The main characters were like cringy, and their jokes and conversations that they had in public, no. It was like trying too hard to be quirky, and I finished it, but the first one was way better. I honestly don't even know if I would say read this one. That's just my opinion. But I am excited for the 3rd book. I don't know what it's going to be about, but there's another 3rd book, so hopefully it's better. Last book that I actually listened to took me like all month to get through, just because I have a thing with audiobooks. Reckoning Hour by Peter O'Mahony, and this is the Dean Lincoln legal thriller series. This was the first book. This was really good. I have been missing like my John Grisham books. I love a good legal thriller. I love John Grisham. He's one of my favorite authors. And so this kind of gave me like those vibes a little bit, but more like contemporary fiction-y type of book. I like the narrator, but oh my God, I would love to know how many times they talked about Spanish moss in this book. Like that was mentioned over and over and over and over and over. But that aside, it was a really good book. And, at the beginning, you know, you kind of start the book thinking, how are these 2 stories going to tie together? And then it wraps up and ties together very nicely at the end. So I like a good book that, you know, everything works itself out and is well explained at the end. That's all I read in December. I did have Ghosted by B.K. Borison on my list as well, but did not end up making it through that book. By the time I got through with, what was the last one I read? Love Light Farms, I think. Merry Christmas, You Filthy Animal. I was done with the romance. I'm taking a break from romance for a little while because it's just kind of getting a little much. So what's on the list for January? Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Also, The Martian by Andy Weir is on my list, so I'm excited to read both of those. They might be a little more science fiction-y than I normally read, but that's okay. There's nothing wrong with expanding your reading horizons. Then I had to move Razorblade Tears from November to January, so I will be reading that. The Good Daughter, Karen Slaughter. I like Karen Slaughter. So I'm excited about this book. The Thursday Murder Club books, I'm going to read those. The next one is The Man Who Died Twice. Then we have Nightshade, which is by Autumn Woods. It's a Sorrow Song University, so I think it's going to be a series. So I've heard good things about this on TikTok, so we'll see. And next on the list so far is Throne of Glass. I really want to try Throne of Glass. And that's all I'm putting on my list for January because I do have some series in there. So I just kind of want to see like how that all plays out, especially Throne of Glass. So we'll see what I think of those next month. But that is it. I hope you guys had a good reading. I hope you guys had a good reading month, and I will see you in February.